Okay, number 13 says to sketch the figure. The side length of an equilateral triangle is 5 centimeters. So I need an equilateral triangle. Side length is 5 centimeters. Find the length of the altitude, or an altitude. So an altitude is going to draw from the vertex and be perpendicular to the opposite side. When I draw an equilateral triangle and I draw an altitude, that splits my triangle in half. So I have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. I ask for the length of the altitude. So I have a short side down here. We're going to call this x with a ratio of 1. I have the longer side, which we'll call y, which is my altitude. And it has a ratio of the square root of 3. And then my hypotenuse, which has a ratio of 2. In order to go from the hypotenuse to find the altitude, I'm going to first find the short leg. I always need the short leg. So to go from the hypotenuse to a shorter segment, we're going to divide by the ratio, divide by 2. So 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. That makes sense. We have an equilateral triangle. That means the bottom of it is going to equal 5, just like the side of it. And since the altitude goes through the midpoint, each half of the bottom will be 2.5. So x is 2.5. Then, to find the altitude length, since I'm going to make a bigger segment, I'm going to take 2.5 and multiply that times the ratio. So 2.5 root 3 centimeters is the length of the altitude.